everybody, it's Deb here with Creative Life. Welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for being here. And you guys, so we have decided to name our hop group Paper Sisters. So we have myself, Kim Murray over at Salty Beach Scrappers. We have Tiffany McGill, who is crafting like a boss. We have Kim Hurd, who is the owner of Trace Jolie. And then we have Denise Abite Smith, who is Treasures of a Crafty Mind. And then we have Leslie Pico over at Mermaid Studios. And so all of us will be doing a monthly YouTube hop and giving you guys a wonderful inspiration every single month. Now, we've already planned out until I think February, maybe March, but we have already planned out everything that we're going to be doing. And so I'm super excited about all the themes and inspiration that we have coming to you. And so our theme is sweater weather, and I will have all of the links to everyone's YouTube channels down below in the description box. But I just thought that this was a really fun theme to do, and I did go through my closet and found an old little sweater that I had, and it's nice and comfy and cozy, but it does have some issues going on with the sleeves and stuff. And so I thought, you know what, I don't want to really just throw this out. I'm just going to go ahead and use it for my projects. Now, I did get some of my ideas from Pinterest, and I did get some from here on YouTube, and I will, when I'm making my video, I'll point those out to you. But I, all in all, decided that this would be a really fun thing to do. And it's kind of out of, it's more, some of it's more home decor, which I love doing, and not so much paper. So I hope that this gives you some inspiration, and I hope that you all join in the fun. And some of us will be giving away prizes, so be on the lookout. You must be 18 years of age. You must be a visible subscriber to the channels that are in this YouTube hop, okay? And you must be, I think some of us are giving away, I don't know if everybody's just giving away prizes or just US or how that's working. So just, if you can watch their videos, make sure you know all of their ins and outs of how they're giving away their prizes, and also my information for the rules of giveaway will be down below. So I will be giving away a prize. So thank you again for joining us for our sweater weather theme project today for November. And let's get started. Okay, so to begin, I went ahead and cut this sleeve off of the sweater, and then I pushed my little pumpkin. Now, this is a paper mache pumpkin that I got from Michael's years ago, okay? Don't know if they have them anymore. You could even use a Dollar Tree pumpkin if you wanted to. So here I am trying to make a hole in the paper at the bottom of the paper mache pumpkin. I saw a video that someone had did this, and they went ahead and just stuffed the sweater in the end of that hole. But my hole wasn't big enough, and I just was like, I'm just going to go ahead and do something different. So I just went ahead, I took the pumpkin, and I turned it around, and the bigger end is towards the bottom now, and I'm just cutting the remaining or the excess parts of the sleeve off so I can glue the edges to the bottom of this pumpkin like that. Okay, so that's how that's gonna look. So so just grabbed my glue gun and went ahead and just started gluing the edges to the bottom, and I just left the hole there because nobody's gonna know it's there. It's gonna be covered up, so I just left it there, and this was pretty easy. The next part is, once I got it all glued at the bottom, I went ahead and tied some twine around the top, kind of enclosed the sweater. As you see, I just pulled it tight and then just kind of wrapped that twine around tied a knot, and just started gluing the twine around as I was, twirling the pumpkin around. And so I, again, just started twirling the twine around the base, or that little stump of the sweater I have left. And I tried not to make it too tall, and so, but you can make your little pumpkin stump however tall you want. Now, this sweater was um, very, what do I want to say, sweatery? I don't know. Had a lot of excess stuff on it, and it was like a lot of stuffing. And so I went ahead and just trimmed it the best I could around the edge, and to just kind of get off that excess kind of knitting the yarn, right? And and then just went ahead and covered that up with the remaining of the twine. So here we're going to go ahead and we're going to finish this off. And so I tried not to burn myself. I am really a mess when it comes to the glue gun, you guys. So I was wearing these little protective finger things, almost. I wish I had more so I could just did all 5 of my fingers or all 10 of my fingers because I just kept touching it. I don't know what was wrong with me. So, but it wasn't too bad a burn. So, so thank God. But then once you reach the tip top of that little stump, you're just going to cover that around kind of. I know I'm out of the camera, but you'll see here in a minute. You'll just go ahead and wrap that all the way around the top edge, or the top edge and inside of that top of that pumpkin, and you'll see here in a minute. Okay, so I'm done with the top, and you see how it's covered. And again, you're just going to go ahead and, make a circle with your twine up on top of that little stump. Next, I grabbed some of this, I forget what they call it, raffia, and I just tied it around the pumpkin a couple of times. I went ahead and added a leaf and some little berries, and I didn't want to add too much, I kept wanting to add more, but I was like, okay, this is enough. I can't keep going because, you know, it's just, it's sometimes less is more than more and more, right? So that's what I kept my little motto as. And we're just about done with this pumpkin. I do have a smaller pumpkin we're going to be doing, and it gives you more of the view of how I did this stump, so you can view it. Okay, so now I have a vase. It's just a glass flower vase, and I went ahead and wrapped my sweater around it. And this is the other sleeve from the sweater, and I'm just folding the sleeve part, the wrist part down over, and I just thought this looked so pretty. So I did get this idea from Pinterest, okay? And I thought that this would be a really fun one to do, and I've been wanting to try it for a while. So I saved a bunch of vases to do this with, and then I just cut off the excess once I got it on here. Super easy to do this one, you guys. You could even use a flannel shirt. I was sitting here thinking, and I thought, oh, for Christmas you could use one of those red and black flannel shirts if you found one at like the thrift store. Next, I went ahead and just glued the bottom onto the vase, and then just clipped away any of the excess there. And you can always put like a wooden bottom at the bottom, or if you wanted to use some card, maybe chipboard or something, you could cut that and put that on the bottom of it as well. Next, I came in with my buttons and just found some random buttons that I had in my stash, and I went ahead and threaded the twine through the buttons and just kind of did that as, a little decoration on the buttons. And super easy. This project took me, putting the flowers inside of this took me longer than actually creating this vase, this pretty fall vase. So it was, yeah, but this was super easy to do. Super, super easy. Once I was done putting all the twine on, I just went ahead and came in with my glue gun and just glued my buttons right on there. And easy peasy, you guys, now you're done. And you could just go ahead and put your foliage in or whatever you want to put inside of your beautiful little sweater vase. So I had these pumpkins and I just, that I had bought these, I think, from actually think I got these from Walmart last year, and I just went ahead and stuck them in there. I didn't really, fuss with them or anything until later on, and you'll see her after after this what I did and came up with. Okay, so now I'm using this smaller pumpkin. This is a Dollar Tree pumpkin that was in my stash. It is small, so I'm just covering that up with the remaining part of my sweater. So here is how I did the larger pumpkin. Just went ahead and grabbed that top part of the excess sweater, wrapped that twine around the end there, and which is closer to the base of the pumpkin, and then made a knot. And then I wrapped it around and then went ahead and clipped off the excess, okay, twisted it. As I was twisting the top part, I was also wrapping the twine around it. So you can see here that I'm just twisting and I'm also wrapping the twine around that little um, excess part of the sweater that we're holding to become our little stump. Once you get to the where you want your stump to end, you're going to cut off that excess part of the sweater, clip around the edging of that stump of all the sweater, pieces or ends that are sticking out, and then you're going to go ahead and wrap the top portion of that sweater. So, thank you all again for joining us for this wonderful and fun fall sweater weather hop. I hope that you guys are getting some great inspiration, whether you're starting here at my channel and then you're following all the links down below in the description box. And this is such a fun little hop. I thought, you know what, it's just such a neat way to either use sweater images that you have or something that's like a sweater and decorate things. And so I just thought that this would be such a fun way to get our creative juices flowing and ready for the holidays. So let me know down in the comments what you think about using a sweater for the crafting. And and then thanks again. Don't forget to go to each person's video to subscribe and comment and leave them some love. I would really appreciate it. So this craft is so easy and super fun, you guys. I can't say that enough, just because it's just something different. And, not everybody's going to have this as their decor. Um, and I know I've seen a lot of people make these pumpkins using like the stuffing or the batting, doing sweaters and stuff. But I thought, you know what, to make it easy, why not just use a pumpkin that we already have in our stash? Okay, so now this one is super simple. I had this little pumpkin sitting over to the side because I borrowed something from it, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to stick a small piece of the sweater on here and then, put something on it. So we'll go ahead and I'm just making my little sweater smaller into like a smaller little piece, and then I glued that on there. As I turned it over, I thought, oh no, I didn't take off my little tags. So I went ahead and took off the tags. Next, I went ahead and grabbed my scissors and then just trimmed off the excess of the sweater. And you're pretty much done. And then you can go ahead and decorate the front of this however you would like. I added a bit of little polka dot brown ribbon to the front, trimmed that off. Came in with one of my little stickers from a previous paper stack that I had, and then painted the stump brown. These projects turned out so cute and they were so simple to make. So here's a quick little video of my pumpkins and the little vase that I did. I went ahead and placed my foliage inside and I added a little scarecrow up on top, and I did add a little bit of twinkle lights in there. And here is a close-up of the little pumpkin and the bigger pumpkin, the wooden pumpkin, and I just think that these turned out so cute. They're so pretty. I love the festiveness of it and the coziness of them. And I hope that you all got tons of inspiration from this. Thanks again for joining us for the sweater weather theme fall YouTube hop, and I have all the links down below.